Hello, and welcome to another episode of Technique Talk, a web series where I take about 5 minutes to discuss one aspect of guitar playing. Today, we're going to be taking a look at HammerOn Slurs. Let's begin with just the question, what is a slur? A slur is when we play two or more notes with only one attack from the right hand. We have two different kinds of slurs that we can discuss. The first being a pull-off slur, or what we might call a descending slur, where the first note is played with an attack of the right hand, and then the left hand plucks the string to create a second note. The other option is an ascending or hammer-on slur, where again, we use the right hand to play the first note, and then a second finger comes onto the string to create that second note. While these are very common maneuvers in the guitar's repertoire, they also require a very unique combination of dexterity and strength. Let's begin by discussing the physical mechanics of a hammer-on. When playing a hammer-on, the fingers act as part of a lever system. Now, the perpendicular alignment of the traditional position produces an angle of flexion in the fingers that improves the mechanical advantage of this system by shortening the distance between the knuckle and the tip of each finger. In this way, hammer-ons can be articulated clearly and strongly by all digits. Now, an effective hammer-on articulates from the base joint of the finger, like this, while the knuckle extends and the middle and tip joints still remain in flexion. And the motion of the fingertip draws a slight arc of a circle in getting to the string. So it's not exactly a straight line getting to the string, but still a slight arch. Next, I would like to introduce an exercise for us to work on our hammer-on slur technique. First, we'll begin with fairly simple combinations. Let's start with possibly the simplest, using fingers 1 and 2. What we will do is that we will start on our lowest E string, and we will do a simple hammer-on with our first finger being the principal note, and then our second finger hammering on, like so. After this, we can take that pattern and move it up and down the strings, like this. After we've completed this, we can then try to perform with other finger combinations, such as possibly moving now to fingers 1 and 3. Additionally, we can try further finger combinations such as 1 and 4. Then we can start to move to combinations that begin on fingers other than your first finger, such as 2 and 4, 2 and 3, moving up to the combination of 3 and 4. And of course, all of these to be taken up and down the strings from your low E string to your high E string and back. After you've completed using 2 finger combinations, we can move on to 3 finger combinations, such as 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. And if you feel like it, we can even try the 4-finger combination of hammer-ons for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, all of these combinations are meant to be taken up and down the series of strings on the instrument. And a key importance here is playing all of these evenly. Slurs are meant to be performed evenly, so use of a metronome is highly recommended. Next, I would like to show you an exercise that can actually be performed with the left hand alone. What we'll be doing is that we will be performing left hand alone slurs. First, starting with 1 finger at a time. How we will do this is that we'll pretend as if an open string was already ringing, and then we will be hammering on one of our fingers. Let's start with finger number 1, and it should look like this. Then we can move to finger number 2, finger number 3, then finger number 4. Once we have done this, and doing it on all of the strings, including the treble strings, we can then do it with a combination of fingers, just like we did with the previous exercise. So combinations such as 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, and then moving to other combinations such as 2 and 4, 3 and 4, and then our 3 and 4 finger combinations previously discussed. I hope that you enjoyed this installment of Technique Talk, and if you have, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to my channel where I will be putting out content regularly. I invite you to tune in for my next installment, and until then, keep on practicing.